The principle of mentalism: master the mind, master reality. They say reality is an illusion. But what if that illusion was not a lie, but a projection? What if the very fabric of everything you touch, feel, fear, or love begins in the mind? Welcome to the first and most foundational Hermetic principle, mentalism. This isn't just the start of the 7 laws, it's the law that makes all the others possible. The master key, the engine behind manifestation, magic, emotion, karma, and creation. If you grasp this, you hold the steering wheel of the universe. And no, that's not an exaggeration. Let's begin. Part 1. The all is mind. The all is mind. The universe is mental. These are the opening words of the Kybalion, the mystical text attributed to Hermes Trismegistus. It doesn't say the universe is like a thought. It says the universe is a thought, not metaphorically, not symbolically, literally. Everything you see, trees, stars, cities, lovers, wars, exist first in the field of mind. Physical matter, according to both Hermeticism and modern quantum theory, is not truly solid. It is energy vibrating into form, responding to consciousness, responding to you. But who or what is the all? The all is not a man in the sky. It's not a deity that watches and judges. It is the source mind, the infinite, formless, intelligent consciousness that permeates everything. You can call it God, the divine, the one, or the field. It doesn't matter. Labels shatter at this level. The point is, you are not separate from it. You are an emanation of it. A ripple. A spark of that infinite mind having a localized experience through your nervous system. You are the universe, dreaming itself as you. Part 2. Thought creates form. In Hermeticism, creation does not begin with clay, fire, or water. It begins with thought. Just as an architect envisions the blueprint before the first stone is laid, the universe, the all, thinks creation into existence. Reality is the manifestation of divine imagination. And because we are sparks of that same divine intelligence, we possess the same power. Your thoughts are not random. They're tools, weapons, seeds. Every belief you carry about yourself, about love, about money, about death, is sculpting the shape of your life right now. If you think you are cursed, life will prove you right. If you think you are capable of miracles, life will prove you right. Your outer world is a mirror of your inner world. This is why the ancients said, as within, so without. But most people walk through life asleep to this truth. They react instead of create. They believe they are victims of fate, not knowing that fate often waits for them to write the next scene. Part 3. Consciousness as a frequency. Let's go deeper. If the universe is mind, then consciousness is not locked inside your skull. It's a field, a vibration, a wavelength. Think of it like a radio. What you tune into is what you experience. Tune into fear, and you'll see threats everywhere. Tune into love, and even your enemies will soften. This is not just psychology, it's physics. Neuroscience shows that our brains are constantly filtering billions of bits of data, allowing in only what matches our dominant patterns of thought. In other words, your brain doesn't show you reality. It shows you your version of reality colored by belief, memory, trauma, and focus. The principle of mentalism urges us to ask, what frequency are you living on? Because if you want to change your life, you don't chase results. You change the signal you're broadcasting. That's when everything begins to shift. Part 4. The power of imagination. Let's kill a dangerous myth. Imagination is not childish. It's divine. Imagination is the language of the mind. It's the canvas of creation. Every building, every invention, every song, every revolution began as an image in the mind of one person who dared to believe it was real. Hermes taught that the universe itself is a mental image brought to life. So when you visualize, when you imagine, you are not pretending. You are initiating a sacred act. But there's a catch. Most people don't use imagination, they abuse it. They imagine worst-case scenarios. They rehearse failure. They visualize rejection. Then they say, see, I knew it would happen. Mentalism doesn't care what you think, it simply reflects it. So imagine wisely. Part 5. The mental alchemy of transmutation. True mentalists don't escape pain, they transmute it. Mental alchemy is the process of taking a state, fear, doubt, grief, and transforming it through the power of conscious thought. Remember, all is mind. That means every emotion, every trigger, every shadow is malleable. You can take anxiety and transmute it into alertness. You can take heartbreak and transmute it into depth. You can take failure and transmute it into fuel. The key is awareness. You must observe your thoughts like a master alchemist examines his ingredients. Don't judge them. Study them. Then shift them. You don't fight darkness. You shine a light. Part 6. You're the dreamer. What is a dream? It's a mental construct that feels real until you wake up. Now here's the hard truth. Your current life might be a dream too, just a more stable one. A dream woven by your upbringing, your culture, your habits, and your fears. But there's good news. If you're the dreamer, then you can lucidly awaken. To awaken is to remember your power. To stop reacting to shadows and start directing the light. To stop saying, "Why is this happening to me?" and start saying, "What is this teaching me?" You are not trapped in the dream. You are shaping it. Part 7. Practical application. How to live mentalism. This isn't just theory. Here's how to apply mentalism starting now. 1. Guard your thoughts. Every thought has a frequency. Don't let negative loops run on autopilot. Interrupt them. Replace them. 2. Visualize daily. Use your imagination as a sacred tool. Feel the emotion of what you desire as if it already exists. 3. Speak with power. Words are thoughts made solid. Avoid phrases like, "I can't," "I'm broke," or "I always fail." Your cells are listening. 4. Meditate. Stillness reveals the mind's layers. Observe your thoughts without attachment. This is how you reclaim authorship of your story. 5. Rewrite beliefs. Identify one belief that limits you. Trace its origin. Then replace it with a new belief and prove it to yourself with action. Remember, mentalism is not about ego. It's about responsibility. You are not a god above others, but a spark of the divine, entrusted with the sacred gift of thought. Final thoughts. The mind is the first temple. Before you conquer the world, conquer your mind. Before you seek magic and rituals, remember, the first and final altar is your own consciousness. The principle of mentalism is not a shortcut. It is a mirror. And when you look into that mirror with open eyes, you realize something incredible. The universe is not happening to you. It is happening through you. So choose your thoughts like you would choose a seed in sacred soil. Because one day, you will eat the fruit. Let this be the foundation. In the next episode, we'll explore the second Hermetic principle, correspondence, and how it reveals the invisible patterns between all things. But now, you know the secret. All is mind, and you are the mind that creates worlds.